In the early morning hours, a small group of officers and troopers from Charlie Company, 1st Battalion Singapore Guards, are pushing on to complete their 10-kilometer fast march test. Captain Tong Lynn is on site to cheer them on and to help some of them finish in good time. For someone who is now serving as second in command of Charlie Company, 27-year-old Captain Tong was actually quite clueless about Singapore's defense, much less talk about choosing to be a guardsman.
I really didn't know what the SF did. But when I came in, my mindset and mentality about a lot of things changed. This environment is actually something that really suits me. I think this is a career with a lot of purpose, be it for defense or for national service. And I feel like it's a place where I can potentially contribute to the lives of the people that I meet, which is really something that I wanted to do in my life. Especially for Army when there's such a huge, national service, NSS, most of them are in the Army. So they give their 2 years to Singapore, and there's a lot of reason for me to try and make those 2 years fruitful for them. It's not about purposely doing anything, but really just being genuinely concerned about the day-to-day being. And I think that will get them interested in training and all that. Yeah, really understanding the soldier and doing your best for him, and I think he'll give the same back to you. I'm interested in people, which is why I thought maybe infantry. It may seem like a less sexy vocation, but then you really need these guys to do what they do. But then I thought that if I wanted to go to infantry, why not go all the way in a sense. And I had a platoon commander when I was a cadet, and he's one of the best officers I met ever, and he was a guardsman, and he really inspired me to go all the way. I was thinking whether I would be good enough, whether I could make it at that point in time, and he said, you don't try, how do you know? So I decided to put all that self-doubt away and just give it a shot, and I'm glad that everything worked out. Guards is a small family, it's unique, and that's what I like about it.
The SF Guards are specialized units of infantry soldiers who operate from land, air, and sea. Noted for their rapid deployment of troops, they are often dropped straight into battle zones, working closely with the Air Force and Navy as part of an integrated force. Guardsmen are put through some of the most rigorous training, including the Guards Conversion course, which has 3 must-pass items in order for a soldier to be called a Guardsman: heli-rappelling, a 2-kilometer coastal swim, and the fast march.
To be honest, at that point in time, I was definitely not my fittest. And I did struggle a bit, the fast march. I think that was the hardest part for me during the conversion. It's really about your mindset. It's difficult, but then you would want it to be difficult, so that at the end of the day, you have something to be proud of. One thing that stood out to me is because every time during the course, we would recite the Guards Creed in everything that we did. And there's this particular line that I always remember. It says, unfailing in toughness. And this phrase that I still remember sometimes when I'm doing the things that I do and things are challenging and stuff like that.
Because of their specialized operational role, Guardsmen need to push themselves to do more and to go further out in the field under challenging conditions. Captain Tong shares candidly that no matter how exhausting it can be for her, she's acutely aware of her responsibility to get the guys going and to complete the assigned mission.
As a commander, you have to be the most motivated person in the platoon or company or whatever it is. But I'm just human. I feel tired also, and there's certain times, honestly, where I'll feel when I'm doing physical things, in my mind I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. But I know that I'm in a position of influence over people. So no matter what, I try to do my best and try to bring the best out of the people. Actually, by continuing and by encouraging the people around you, you are encouraged as well when they walk alongside you. Every time we went and we finished and we came back, you just feel so good. And you know that it's not about your accomplishment, it's about bringing them through and getting them back.
In guards, the fuel pack and the equipment is actually quite heavy, and we actually travel a lot of distance in doing our missions outfield. And she really pushed herself to the limits and is a very good role model for the men and the commanders.
Out in the field, it can get really tough, and all we have is each other. So it's very heartwarming to know that there's someone there to talk to you, to understand you, to just encourage you, just be there. It's much like family.
It's giving me the chance to constantly challenge myself. And every time you think you cannot do something, you still do it in the end. Yeah, so you prove things to yourself over and over again. So it's really allowed me to mature as a person as well. This is not the job for anyone who is just self-interested. One thing must be very clear about what is your purpose here, and it cannot be for yourself. It has to be for our country and for other people. Yeah, that's the one thing you must be clear about. As long as your heart and mind is in the right place, you can't go wrong, especially your heart. Yeah.